If you guys are looking for a place to get some reliable Ultimate Team coins, be sure to check the link in the description below to cointraders.co and use code LEGACY for 5% off of your purchase. What's going on, guys? Welcome back. As you guys know, we're fresh in the middle of the All-Star Game weekend, and as we know, we don't really get to see a true Eastern Conference versus Western Conference playoff format. We do the 3v3, which is obviously very exciting to watch. Nothing wrong with that, of course, but I do think it'd be kind of interesting to go out there and see what would happen if we would go out there and actually put all the Eastern Conference players, all the Western Conference players on their respective teams, and then go head-to-head with each other. So that's what we're going to do today. We're just going to go out there and do a little mini 7-game series. So here's how our Western Conference team looks. We got Gaudreau, we got McDavid, we got Kane, McKinnon, Wheeler, Rantanen, and then on this second line, and we got Landeskog, we got Scheifele, Leon Draisaitl, Ryan O'Reilly, Pettersson, if I can speak properly today, and then Clayton Keller. And one thing I will say is I tried to do my best to go out there and give every team a representative. So if you're missing a player or two, that is because teams have 3 players in the All-Star game on one of their divisional teams. So that is why you do not see them there. I should be able to show you the scratch through real quick. We have Burns, we have Dowdy, we have Yossi, then we have Carlson, and then we have Heiskanen. Couldn't quite grab a 6th defenseman for most of these teams, I'm pretty sure, because again, you don't select as many D-men. A lot of them took 2 defensemen, some took 3, but if you take 2 and 3, that's obviously only 5. And then here's the scratch players. Pavelski, again, like I said, we had to have a scratch one. Pavelski is one of them since there was 3 San Jose Sharks. And then Fleury obviously can't play because you can only start 1 goalie at a time. I did find it quite funny, though, how you take double the amount of goalies a regular roster has in the All-Star game, but then you take half the amount of forwards and skaters a regular roster has. So we had to go up there. Again, I tried to do my best to give every team a representative. I think there was 4 goalies. And again, I tried to pick 2 that didn't have a rep. I knew Gibson, I knew Dubnyk, both of them. That was their team's rep, so that's why we threw them in there. Then our Eastern Conference team is represented on the Ottawa Senators. We have Pasternak, we have Crosby and Kucherov on the first line. What a disgusting first line. Then we have Tavares and Matthews. A dream line come true. They haven't played together all year as far as I know, right? Other than possibly the power play. Then Stamkos with him, Barzal, Giroux, Atkinson on the third line. Then Palmieri, Eichel, and Aho on the fourth line. Our defense is looking like Letang, Carlson, Jones. I said Jones. Jones. Jones sounds cool, though. Seth Jones. Chabot. And then Keith Yandel, and then our scratch players again. I don't think I added any scratch players. Just Jeff Skinner, so I like Jeff Skinner. I should say just Jeff Skinner. He did make the team, of course. Then Holtby and Vasilevsky are back there in net for us. So let's go ahead and jump right into game number 1. See what we can get cooking here. God, it's been a while since I got into the sim screen. Got to speed this sucker up a little bit. It is all all Western Conference right now. 6 shots, 7 shots to 2. We have a goal on the board. It is Elias Pettersson. Man, he's already up to an 87 overall. I was really surprised when I seen he's got that 87 already. Being, normally you see them younger guys, they don't really get the upgrades as quick as some of the older guys do, but he definitely deserves it, and I love seeing it. He's got the 87. Nice to see he's doing good in this game as well. Point-blank shot range save there on David Pasternak. It looks like he was in the back of his net when he shot it. Still made the save, though. I think it's safe to say the Western Conference might like shooting on the right side of the ice a little bit. They have every shot but one. Look at this. That might be the first time I've seen that. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, what do they got? 11 shots on one side of the ice, so distinctly on one side of the ice, and then they have 1 shot on the left side. Hey, it's working for them, though. They're winning the game right now. Don't fix what isn't broken, I guess, right? See if they can continue. Oh, there we go. A little bit more spread out here in this second period. Nice to see they're doing that. Still 1-0 game, though. Both these goalies playing outstanding. There is a goal by Edmonton. Leon Draisaitl from way up top. Out there in no man's land. Ottawa comes right back. The Eastern Conference, I should say. I got to get used to it. With a Sidney Crosby goal over there in the circle. You can't let Sid shoot right there. But Edmonton comes right back and scores a goal himself. Mark Scheifele. And then Austin Matthews, Matthew Barzal. It is a scoring parade in the second period. 3 goals in the final 2.5 minutes of the period. We're going to make for an exciting third period. We've seen Barzal, we've seen Matthews. Great period. Let's see what the final 20 minutes has in store for us. Not too much going on early here. Just a bunch of shots. Testing the goalies from out wide over there is the Western Conference team. I'm going to get it right. Got to get used to it. The Western Conference team. Patrick Kane over there. No high quality shots, and now this time we're seeing the Eastern Conference over there. Everybody's like, we like the right side of the ice just as much as you guys do. They finally took a shot over there. Power play Ottawa. See if they can make something happen. Power play Eastern Conference. I'm telling you, we're going to get it right. There's the goal. That's what they needed. A minute left. John Tavares scores. Power play Edmonton. Can they score? Minute left. 5 minutes left. We'll get it right. Can they score on the power play? They cannot. They are all over the Eastern Conference right now. They're shooting from everywhere. They just can't get one in the back of the net. Power play for Edmonton once again. That's going to do it, though. Edmonton couldn't score. 4-3 Eastern Conference wins game number 1. Let's see who's going to take game number 2. We are still at home for the Eastern Conference. Go back to the shots here, see what we have going. Nothing much early. Power play Edmonton early. Can they put one in the back of the net? Looks like they cannot, but Ottawa's going to do it. Was that a shorthanded goal by the Ottawa or the Eastern Conference? Atkinson. But Patrick Kane says, you know what? You know what, Holtby? I ain't a big fan of it. We got to tie this bad boy up. And that is what exactly happened. It's a 1-1 game. Going into the second period, here we go. It's been a very electrifying series so far. Power play Ottawa Senators. Ottawa can't do anything on a power play, though. Ottawa's going to put one in the back of the net, though, and it's going to be from Sidney Crosby. That angle, it's definitely something not easy to stop in this game. I think we've seen one from there in the first period as well. We did. Goalies are struggling to save it right now. We'll see if they can score from there again, if we can find a different point of attack over here. We have about 5 minutes left in the second period, and we have another goal. Oh, it's a Sidney Crosby goal. I gotta, we'll keep up with it. Once again, though, you look at this, the Eastern Conference is just getting dominated as far as shots on goal are concerned, but it's not stopping them. They're winning games. It's working for them. Like I said, don't break what isn't fixed, or don't fix what isn't broken. Look at the shots, though. Power play Ottawa Senators, a 5-on-3, and it's still Edmonton on the attack almost. Nothing. A 5-on-3, a golden opportunity for the Eastern Conference. They just couldn't do it. But it doesn't really matter because they're still up 1 goal with 2 minutes left in the game. Edmonton, the Western Conference of Edmonton needs to go out there and they need to score. And there's a minute left, 30 seconds. It's going to tick all the way down to 0. They are not going to do anything once again. Getting a little excited shooting on the same side of the ice. But once again, we're going to see the Eastern Conference pick up another W. They're up in the series now 2-0. But now the Western Conference gets the home games. We'll see if that makes a difference in the series. Period number 1, we'll get her underway. We'll see if we got anything cooking. We desperately need to see the Western Conference get some goals on the board, but so far, it has been all Eastern Conference. Kyle Palmieri with the goal. Power play, though, for the Edmonton Oilers of the Western Conference. Nothing they can do with it. Point-blank range saved by John Gibson on, was that Steven Stamkos. That is not an easy place to be making saves. Power play for Edmonton, though. Once again, a 5-on-4 power play. They got to go ahead and bury something on one of these power plays. They can't do it. And it's killing them. Once again, like I said, they're down 1-0. They got to be able to cash in on these power plays. They just haven't been able to do it yet. Unfortunate for the Western Conference. And here we go once again, another power play. These boys are just taking penalties after penalties. And once again, they kill it off. But they're going to go into power play. They're not going to make the same mistake the Western Conference is, though. They're going to go out there and they're going to bury their chances. John Tavares from way out of there. From way out there. We told you they love scoring in that area over here in this game. And that's what's been happening. It's the third goal in the last game and a half from there. Western Conference has a big, tough road to climb from here, though. They're down 2-0. They got half a game to come back, though. They're going to need 3 goals to win it. They haven't scored 1 yet, and there's another one by Ottawa. Ottawa is starting to make this one a blowout. The Eastern Conference has been all over the Western Conference. There's another power play for the Eastern Conference, and they score right away once again. That's going to seal it. Nikita Kucherov, the stud that he is, puts one in the back of the net. 4-0, that's just a tough road to come back from right there. It ain't going to happen. They're going to lose 4-0. Can they at least prevent a shutout? It's not looking like it. Hope he's going to come home with the shutout here, it looks like. Once again, the Eastern Conference, they're up 3-0. This is it. Is the Western Conference going to get swept by the Eastern Conference? It seems very unlikely. It is 2 really, really good teams. It's not like we can go out there and say the Western Conference is substantially worse. These are all stars from every conference. I'd like to think the Western Conference will put up a better fight than this, but right now it is not looking good. They better put up a fight now because they are making their conference look very bad. There's another goal by the Ottawa Senators to jump out to the lead. Once again, the Eastern Conference can't be stopped. Kyle Palmieri netting the first goal of the game. Another one right after it. John Tavares back-to-back. It's not looking good for the Western Conference right now, but they're coming back. It's what they needed. A big goal by Johnny Gaudreau, getting his game back within 1. We're still in the first period. I think they got to get another one. They got to set the tone here, and they have to get 1 more goal. You just can't make things up like this, though. Look at the shots. They have been all over Braden Holtby. He's just been playing lights out. We'll see if he can hang on to that lead in a second, or if they're going to go out here and tie it. Point-blank range save. Braden Holtby again. He's been carrying his team. Finally, he gets beat, though. That crazy angle. That's the favorite place for these guys to score, down there in that corner where you almost wonder how they're scoring that. They have to be bouncing it off the goalie or something. This time, Blake Wheeler, not known for goal scoring as much. Usually, that's probably what he was doing. Blake Wheeler's throwing a little sauce across the ice. It's like, we can do it. There's another goal, though. This time, Nathan McKinnon, way up there at the point. It's looking pretty good now. The Western Conference has come from being down 2 to being up 1 going into the third period. They got to hold him off, though. Let's see if they can hold him off. Bring this to a game number 5. It's looking pretty good for him right now. Like I said, Holtby's been standing on his head so far this series. Eventually, he was going to crack. Looks like they're finally finding those cracks here in game number 4. The Western Conference just has to hold on. They have 10 minutes left in this game. Looks like there isn't any great opportunities until I say Sidney Crosby just got robbed by John Gibson right there in the crease. 7 minutes left. You guys got to hold them off for 6 more minutes, and we're going to bring this to a game number 5. If not, it's a sweep, and it's not looking good, but it is looking pretty good for the Western Conference right now. Just got to hold them off, and they did. We're going to a game number 5. Look at that, those 16 shots in the first period by the Western Conference, and Hobie was just going to town. They got him, though, in the second. They got him, though, pretty good. 9 shots, 3 goals. Eastern Conference gets home ice in game number 5. Not a whole lot going on early, but there's a power play for the Eastern Conference. They've been dynamite. Nothing this time, but just like that, back-to-back-to-back goals in a matter of about a minute and a half. Once again, they go hot like that. A minute and a half. We see 3 goals drop. McDavid on a power play. Barzal comes right back. And then Leon Draisaitl comes right back. One thing they love doing is scoring in spurts in this series. And we've seen it right there. The Western Conference looks like they're going to hold the lead going into the end of the first. And they're going to tack on another goal. This conference is not going to give up easy. They was down 3-0. They look like they're in the driver's seat, though, to go out there and get this series back within 1. We're going to just quick send the second period. See what we get popping here. And we're going to get a Patrick Kane and a John Tavares goal. 2-goal lead once again for the Western Conference. They just have to hold them off here in the third period. If they can do that, we're going to see this game go to a game number 6. But there's Ottawa coming back, putting a puck in the back of the net. Kyle Palmieri has been very, very good in this series. Is that his 3rd goal, I think? But you know who else has been very, very good in just about any series? And that's Connor McDavid. He's going to come right back. Anytime the Eastern Conference just gets this game within 1, the Western Conference comes right back. Puts one in the back of the net, killing any hopes of coming back and winning it. And that's what you got to do. You got to stomp on them. Don't let them get back in this game. And that's what they're going to do. They're going to take this 2-goal lead, and I think they're going to take it home. They're going to take it home to game number 6, where they are still down 1 game in the series. They got a chance to tie it up right here and bring it to a game number 7. Nothing like being down 3-0 in a series and making a huge comeback, and that's what we're seeing right now. Period number 1 is in the books. It is 0-0. Haven't seen nothing but a bunch of shots, and when I say a bunch of shots, I mean a bunch of shots. These guys are all over the Eastern Conference right now. Just shots galore. Once again, Braden Hobie's just been on another level. They can't score on him. He's playing lights out. We'll see. The second period's been his problems lately. We'll see if that's going to be his weakness again. Right now, they're just, again, the shot differential is crazy how good the Western Conference has been playing. Out shooting them again about 2-1. Looks like there's going to be no shots or no goals once again. I lied. There's a goal by the Ottawa Senators. This time, Steven Stamkos from way up top. Ottawa's going to have to get a goal now. If Ottawa wants to stay in this series, they don't want to be done in 6. They got to have to pick up a goal here in period number 3. We'll see if they can get something cooking here. Like I said, Braden Hobie, man. You can't discredit how lights out he's been playing. There's a shot on Braden Hobie by Scheifele from the point. Nothing going so far. Shot over there. A good scoring area by David Pastrnak. That's been where a lot of the goals are going in, but he couldn't bury that one in the back of the net. Right now, nothing really. Oh, I lied. There's one right there in the slot right there. Keith Yandel. A little bit high, but an Ottawa Senators power play. Is something gonna come off of this power play? It does not. A huge kill from the Western Conference. But right now, they're just getting outpossessed. The Eastern Conference is playing very tough in the third period. Outplayed them heavily. 3 shots to about, what, about 11? Looking pretty good. 2 minutes left, and the Eastern Conference is going to seal the deal and be the better of the 2 conferences. They're going to win in 6. The Eastern Conference, according to EA, is better than the Western Conference. Once again, though, I guess, you know what? It didn't look as bad as it was. That first period, it looked like there was a lot of shots. Really, it's 15-10. It wasn't terrible. It was just a lot of shots in general. Both goalies played outstanding. 30 shots to 29. What was that, 1-0 game. Series is over. End of playoffs. Mode complete. I understand, but I would like to check out some stats here. Team leaders. Looks like John Tavares was the workhorse here. 7 points in 6 games. Best performer out of them all. I was a little bit surprised we didn't see more goals. I guess we didn't have a lot of goals in the first place. To say a lot of guys would have a lot of points. Gaudreau had 5. Matthews had 5. Stamkos had 4. Looks like John Tavares led. Yes, he did with 5 goals. 3 goals out of Palmieri. Like I said, he was playing very good was Kyle Palmieri. Might have surprised some people. Sidney Crosby, he only had 3 points as well. When you go and look at the goaltenders, how are the goalies playing? Braden Hobie was just playing amazing. 939 save percentage. You can't make that up. That was the difference in this series right there. A 939. Gibson with the 908. Normally a pretty solid tendy, but a 908, he was struggling a little bit out there. Regardless, though, a great series between Eastern and Western Conference. Who do you guys think would win? If we'd see it in real life, Eastern Conference, Western Conference, who you guys got? Let me know. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time.